Hi everyone, this is going to be a video swatch and review for MAC's Star Trek collection. It is currently available online at maccosmetics.com. You can also purchase it eventually through places like Nordstrom and Macy's. I'll put a link in the description box below to Ebates because Ebates now carries MAC Cosmetics as one of the websites that you can get cash back in. So that's awesome. If you do not currently have Ebates, I'll put a link where you can sign up and get cash back. This will come out in stores on September 1st. As always, please see the description box below for links to the full written reviews that I will do at the website at allurabeauty.com. I do those after I fully test out these products, whereas in the video I give you swatches so you can see what the colors really look like and more of my first impressions. Any questions that you have about the quality, long wearing, the texture, etc., those kinds of questions I much better answer in those written reviews as opposed to in this video. There are new items up on the blog sale, so the link to that will be in the description box below. There will not be any packages going out in the month of September, just to let you know, but they will start up again in October. Alright, if you haven't seen my latest video for all the new beauty products for August 2016, I will link that here for you to see. That gives you a sneak peek of the new things out on the market, sometimes things that have not yet launched, and gives you insight into what will be further reviewed on this channel. I hope you are subscribed so you don't miss out on videos like this, and let's get looking at MAC's Star Trek collection. So first up, let's look at what I am most excited about in this collection. These are called Trip the Light Fantastic Powders. They are available in this collection in 3 different shades, and they retail for $34 each. MAC says these are powders that transform the skin upon contact. They have swirls of complementing colors and luminous pearls to provide sheer luminosity. This shade here is Luna Luster. Here is Strange New Worlds. And here is Highly Illogical. And unlike something like the mineralized skin finishes, these are not domed, they are flat pans. Alright, here is Luna Luster. MAC says apply these with a brush, so I'm gonna just layer this up until it shows up on the skin, hopefully. Luna Luster is a sheer wash of soft rose shimmer. This looks pretty much just silver on the skin. You have larger, chunkier silver particles and then smaller ones. And I am using an angled powder brush here. This is the 3rd layer and I'm gonna stop here. Next to that I am swatching Strange New Worlds. Again, I'll layer this up. And this is supposed to be a sheer wash of golden coral pearl. Here's a 3rd layer of that. And last up is Highly Illogical. And this is supposed to be a sheer wash of golden plum with fine pearl. Here's layer 3 of that. Now, sometimes there is a big difference between how these swatch on the arm as opposed to the face, but not, I would say more often it's pretty similar than not. So here are the 3 powders up close with the brush application with 3 layers each. So because of the oils on your face, sometimes that helps to intensify the pigmentation of the powders. This is something I'll definitely let you know about when I do the full written review. If they apply on the face as they did on the arms, then it's going to be a little disappointing. And I will do heavy swatches for you with my fingers. This is Luna Luster, Strange New Worlds, and Highly Illogical. Alright, there are heavy swatches up close. I mean, they do look beautiful once you can get that heavier swatch on there, so hopefully the translation with a powder brush on the face will be better and easier than they were with swatches on the arm. Next up, we have 4 pressed pigment eyeshadows. These retail for $23 each. The pans for these are much bigger than your normal MAC eyeshadow, and these are lustrous cream-like eyeshadow formulas that are supposed to be highly pearlescent and versatile in finish. MAC also says that they provide sheer to moderate buildable coverage, so maybe we shouldn't expect really high opacity from these as we would with some other MAC eyeshadows. So this first shade is To Boldly Go. Next up is Midnight. Third is Bird of Prey. And fourth is The Naked Time. Alright, so I'm going to swatch these dry first. To Boldly Go is a reddish copper pearl with sparkle. Midnight is a cobalt blue with pearl sparkle. Bird of Prey is a dark olive green pearl with sparkle. And The Naked Time is a taupe pearl with sparkle. Okay, so here are the 4 shades applied with a dry brush. As always, I'm applying these over primer. Alright, and next to each dry swatch, I will apply them with a damp brush. So this first one is To Boldly Go. Next up is Midnight. Sometimes you gotta use a patting motion for these to get them to be a little more smooth and less streaky. And when I picked up this one with a damp brush, it seemed to mess up the pan a little bit, so just be careful. Even though MAC says you can use these both wet and dry, I think I would prefer to use this one dry. I'm gonna layer just a little bit more, trying to get a more even finish here. This is Bird of Prey. The blue one was Midnight. Again, even though MAC says you apply them dry for more sheer wash and then wet for more bold finish, I feel like these apply more smoothly and more opaquely with a dry brush. And last up is The Naked Time. Okay, so there are your pressed pigment eyeshadows with the dry swatches on the left and the damp brush swatches on the right. Alright, then we have 4 new lipstick shades. These retail for $18 each. This first shade is Where No Man Has Gone Before. Second is Cling It On. Third is LLAP, which is an acronym for Long Live and Prosper. And fourth is The Enemy Within. Alright, so first up is Where No Man Has Gone Before. This is a pink with gold pearl. It has a luster finish. Cling It On. It's a deep purple with fine pink glitter. This has a frost finish. LLAP is an icy rosy champagne. This has a frost finish. And The Enemy Within is a neutral gold shimmer, also with a frost finish. Alright, there are your 4 lipstick shades. If you want to see what these look like applied onto the lips and pictures of that, make sure you go check out the written review at the website. And last up we have 4 shades of lip glasses. These retail for $17 each. The first shade here is Con. Second is Set to Stun. Third is Warp Speed Ahead. And fourth is Pleasure Planet. So Con is a berry with red reflex. Set to Stun is a light silver with gold pearl. Warp Speed Ahead is a plum with blue and pink reflex. And Pleasure Planet is a muted gold shimmer. It has a couple of different shades. It looks like maybe pink reflex in here also. Very interesting shade. Okay, so those are your 4 lip gloss colors up close. Again, if you want to see photos of these applied to the lips, make sure you check out allurabeauty.com and check the description box below for the link to the review. Alright, so there you have MAC's Star Trek collection. I'm not sure what to think. I think it's, again, sort of like a mixed bag. I'm really interested to see how the Trip the Light Fantastic powders actually perform when applied to the cheeks. Like I say, sometimes, I would say a majority of the time, they perform similar to how they apply to the arm swatches, but sometimes I'm surprised and they have a noticeable difference or change in how they apply to the cheeks. The pressed pigments, I think, definitely will do better when applied with a dry brush, and they were more opaque than I thought that they would be. The lipsticks and the lip glosses have unique and interesting shades, which I appreciate. Some of them won't be as flattering on the lips, I don't think, as you would normally wear for every day. But again, I kind of just have to see how they apply in real life and through testing. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this collection. I hope that this video was helpful to you if you were wondering what you actually want to purchase from this collection, if anything. If the video was helpful to you or if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Now, these aren't necessarily brand new, but a strange thing happened because I ordered these -2 colors that were out of stock in order to review them for you. And then I went back to buy the last 2 that were not in stock, and not only had 2 new colors been added to the line,